this week and next week are gonna decide who gets invited to the Invitational season, the Commanders in Conflict Season 2 Invitational. It's the top 4 slots that will be going into the Invitational in June. The top 4 slots of the Open. So right now there are 7 players in the top 4. Yes, I know that's confusing. 7 players in the top 4. How's that even possible? Well, it is because the 4th place slot is tied by 3 players. We have Muhammad, or M7 as some people call him. Muhammad in rank number 1, followed by Sum0, our Axis player, at rank number 2. Rank number 3 is Gene, also known as Mio. Rank 4 is Segel, Nur. I'm trying to see. I'm testing my memory here. If I can get it right without looking. Nur and Mr. Peng Peng. And then number 5 is Mort. The top 4 will go to the Invitational Tournament and will be playing against Discard Pixel, C-Mops, that guy from college, and I believe Dankis. Might be wrong on that one. So that 4th slot is going to be contested. The number 1 slot is also going to be very contested here. As we can see, both players, Sum0 and Muhammad, are here face off each other. Winner of this will take the mantle. Since they do have the same score right now, the winner of this match will take the number 1 slot, which is why we're watching it. Again, just to reiterate, Muhammad is number 2, Sum0 is number 2. Muhammad's number 1, Sum. Being very standard.
Wait, so then how exactly will it work out if I guess, I don't know, if there's an upset, right, and he does end up losing?
Yeah.
Then will he overtake because they're even on record against each other?
I think
Like, obviously if he wins again. Okay.
I think they become tied and then they face each other off a 3rd time today. So there's gonna be someone who's gonna dominate the.
Okay.
After today, one of these players will be number 1, not only by beating each other but also by score.
Okay.
Keep in mind that these players also are just in the top 2 compared to everyone else. Like the next player is like 12 points.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. I'm cutting in between my sentences. That could be a noise gate issue. Let me just fix that real quickly. Filters. Here. I'll just lower. There we go. Should be a lot better now. 12 points is only 3 wins, roughly. Equestria at war when? What is that, Golden?
The mod.
What kind of mod?
A My Little Pony mod.
Huh.
Very large mod that has a huge team behind it. And it has like an actual like custom map that's fucking huge.
Is it fun?
I personally have not played Equestria at War, but it is a meme, as you can tell, with people asking to do Equestria at War.
Interesting.
So just anytime you ever hear someone say that, just say no.
All right, now I know. No.
But the lie he has, I have.
You've played it? You're lying to me?
I guess I am lying too.
The question is, okay, so Sum0 is, again, we just watched Sum0, by the way. This is our 3rd time watching Sum0 today. Today is the Sum0 spectator stream. This is our 3rd time watching Sum0 today. In our last match, we saw him go for the huge naval invasion into Dieppe. Are we going to see that again today?
Doubt it. think he should expect that. I mean, surely he'll see it coming and take some preparation against it.
You know what would be crazy
What?
is that he forces him to basically put ports defense, and then he does something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Basically keeping troops off the front line that could be on the front line, thinking that he might get naval invaded, but he never will. That's some big brain plays right there. Speaking of big brain plays that we're not seeing though, is maybe he doesn't have a spy network intel. No, he can. Allied players building fighters. Even though Axis player isn't building any air. Please, guys.
Yeah, that's a fuck up.
Why do people keep doing that? Just right click, look at the ledger.
Surely it's just habitual.
Yeah, he just stuck into the grind set, I guess. He's only got one factory on it, so it's not like he's committing like 10 factories as we saw in the past. To be fair, he is now getting his next focus, so we'll see if he decides to switch it up and look at the Axis player and see, hey, this guy's not building any airplanes. I need to just build CAS. Can you reduce the amount of CAS that you lose from anti-air?
What do you mean?
Like in your design? Do you just need to have higher air defense?
So like, oh, to minimize your planes getting shot down?
Yeah, what is the stat that
I
you need
think
to
I think air
increase?
defense does affect it, but I would need a citation on that. There's a lot of weird code specifically for like how that interacts in the game. Hold on, let me get something out of the oven. I will be a bad caster once again.
Yeah, so what stats? This is a question I have for chat. The more knowledge. Oh no, he's putting now 8 into his fighters. No, Mohammed. Not like this. Your opponent isn't building air, and you can see that. Your intel network is big enough. You can see he has no factories on it. Mohammed. No, not like this. Not like this, man. These fighters are just gonna sit in this sky being like, where's the enemies? To be fair, getting air superiority does, I believe, increase your movement stats. You're wrong on that one. But what stats do you need to min-max? Let's say you're in this situation, right? You click on Axis player, see no air, and you want to build CAS. What stats do you focus? What stats do you focus in order to basically reduce the amount of CAS you lose from anti-air on the ground? That is my question for chat. Yes, if M7 does make if M7 does do pair droppers, he can make getting air superiority worth. But keep in mind, since the Axis player is not building any airplanes at all, he just goes CAS, he could also get air superiority without building fight. Let's see if he notices. I really hope that he notices. He could be really zoned in right now, listening to his music. What kind of music do you think Sub-Zero... Do you think they listen to music? I don't know. For some reason, Muhammad seems like a guy that listens to some classical Arab music. Using the OKIB. Using the OKIB soundtrack. You know. What if he baits him? So what if he baits him by not building airplanes and then suddenly builds airplanes? I mean... That is a bunch of production. Oh, he's going for it. Again!
Oh, no way.
He's doing it again.
I mean, shit, if at first you don't fail, do it again.
And Muhammad still hasn't noticed that his opponent is building no air.
Don't ask questions.
Just stop building fighters. Just cancel it. Please. Your fighters, this is just wasted IC. It's hurting me. I'm sorry, Chad, that I keep bringing it up, but it's hurting me. Wasted IC. But yeah, again, he's planning in the 8 naval invasion, which is max capacity, I believe, for the level of naval invasion tech that he has.
How hard is it to push people out if they entrench around a port? It's not necessarily difficult. It's just that the amount of units that you need to be able to do that requires like a ratio of 2 to 1 or 3 or 1 units
Yeah,
as a response.
without Cass, Muhammad doesn't even need to leave that much port garrison to win against a naval invasion. These aren't even Marines, right? So their stats aren't going to be the best. And he will have enough time to respond if he has port garrisons. The danger is if you don't have port garrisons. And once again, we're seeing Royal Italian Army from Sub-Zero. So this guy, Sub-Zero, just like, he gets a build and he just does it over and over and over again. Has he noticed, chat? He has not noticed. He has not noticed. Have your navy outrating just in case. I mean, this is probably the reason why Sub-Zero goes Italian, is because Italy gets a superior spawn in navy to the USA, which is the common choice people go on this map. Is that a LOL reference? Yes, it is. Braves' balance is a LOL reference. Now, will he have port guards? You have to wait and see. If we see another,
for sure.
If we see another person lose to naval invasion immediately,
It would be pretty funny though.
Back to back.
It would be very funny.
And Muhammad was literally in the stream. Muhammad was literally watching the last match.
I mean, you think to yourself like, he just did it against someone he doesn't think is very good. It's like, why he wouldn't do it against me?
Gotta put port. No, you have to. There's no way you don't. And still hasn't noticed that he's not
Habibi lacks the critical information.
But is the ego?
I don't think it's ego. I think it's ignorance would probably be the better word.
Oh, he's doing U.S. 12th Army. You know, U.S. Marine Corps got like Omega buffed in many ways, dude. Too bad. You had a 20 with Marine, a 24 with Infantry with Artillery, Division Trading Time -30, Supply Consumption -15, and Circle Penalty -15, Non-Combat Out of Supply Penalty -25, 100 Tax, 125 Strats, -25 Production Costs and Strats and Tax, a 32 with Amphibious Tank Division, -25 Amtrak Production Cost, Invasion Defense Entrenchment Speed, Amphibious Invasion Speed, Special Force. And you still get Arsenal of Democracy. Yeah. Well, I really hope we see something more interesting. If Sub-Zero gets a back-to-back W, especially against the #1 slot, Muhammad is the #1 slot. He gets a back-to-back W by doing the same strat again. The 8th Division Naval Invasion. And these are decent divisions too, you know? So, like, if they get on the ground, it's gonna be quite hard. And I say decent for considering the tournament and what people have been using on this map specifically, right? Because if this was a normal MP game where people have years of build-up before the game starts, this would be considered pretty garbanzo. Garbanzo beans, as you know, hummus beans. 12 with 66 sock stack, 6.6. The Devil Division. It is a bit of a devious lick, winning like it. And the divisions have
fuck
spawned
with it. Personally, I think it's one of the most outrageously based ways that you can win. It might not make for the best content, but I think that the meme factor is so peak that I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about the meme factor. It's like when you played StarCraft 2. If you play StarCraft 2 competitively, you always need to throw in the cheese strats. That way you have to keep your opponent on his toes. I would consider this a cheese strat because it's 8 divisions that you're throwing in day one.
I mean, I guess I could sympathize specifically just with the whole argument of like creating a trend, getting people to expect it. So even if you're not going for it, they'll waste resources covering themselves. Because like I do have the like in the bow games, like I do have the reputation of where I've done shit precisely like this. So he tries very hard to make sure everything is covered for like the allies as well. And so just looking at this, like this is a pretty big deal to go into a tournament,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and having a reputation.
that's exactly it. That's why you throw in the cheese strats. That's why you do that because then your opponent tries to cover all their bases, and when you don't do a non-cheese strat, the opponent is just naturally at a disadvantage because he's thinking like trying to cover all bases. So
Mhm.
like if if you go in and people are like, oh, this guy does, like, this is StarCraft 2 example. It's like, oh, this guy loves to do proxy two racks against me, as a Zerg, and he's a Terran. Then you always will like do early pool because you want, or you do an early scout. Both cases give you a disadvantage than if you just do a normal greedy Zerg build, where you do like a 15 hatch and then like a 19 pool or something. If you play StarCraft, you know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, you don't know. But this is exactly the same thing. The opponent does this 8 division drop, 8 division invasion. If these land, you are in big trouble. You are in big trouble because these. Okay, he's putting on Le Havre, putting 1 division, but he still has Cherbourg and Dieppe. So those are needs. There's 4 ports he needs to cover: Dunkirk, Dieppe, Le Havre, and Cherbourg.
He's not covering the port that needs to get covered at the moment.
He doesn't know, and he's still building fighters. How many fighters did he build, man? Oh, he built 100 fighters.
Don't ask questions. Everything's fine.
They're not gonna do anything, Golden.
No, they're gonna fucking fly to. They're like scout planes.
They're gonna tank the anti-air. Yeah. If these land, this is gonna be really hard to deal with. As we saw, it took Sub-Zero 19 days to cap his opponent last time. 19 days. 19 days to cap him. To be fair, the other player didn't have divisions to drop down in Paris, which our boy here will have, Muhammad. He will have 3 divisions that he'll be able to drop out. But those 3 divisions are going to have to fight against 8 fully supplied divisions that have a port.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a recording? Yes, this is a recording.
Yeah, well, this is all pre-scripted.
This is pre-scripted. I predicted your question. I predicted that someone in this exact moment is going to say, is this pre-recorded? And I'm now saying it. Ooh. Still building fighters.
Is it biased to say as a caster that I hope the naval invasion succeeds?
I mean, we could just run into another match, so it's a problem. Wait, does he mean record or recording? I don't know, man. I feel like for some reason, given the context, I'm saying he's saying recording, even though that's not the correct way to say it. But
say it or type it.
Oh, maybe is that a record? Oh, he's saying, is that a record, a world record, as in like capping someone that fast and winning that fast? 19 days. That probably is, honestly. You know what? It is. It's a world record. He's in the Guinness World Record for capping and commanders in conflict the fastest. what was it? 22 days in total. It was 19 days since he launched, because he didn't launch day 1. Oh, okay, so it is record. Oi4 world record run when?
That will not be happening.
Yeah, sorry.
Anytime soon, Shadow.
I failed my spelling. So it is recording. Oh man, you should have just went with it. Where's the ego? Oh, he just deployed. Oh no, he deployed. He will not. He will not have divisions. This is actually, we might just see another cap, guys.
I doubt it, though. There's a division in Paris. Surely when he sees the ping show up for the divisions landing in Dieppe, Shrawi to play from the Harv and then last stand. To be fair though, if he does let them land, it could be very dangerous.
I think also the skill level of our allied player is different this time. Like, to be fair, the Axis player last time, there was like 2 weeks where allied player had an advantage and he just didn't use it at all. He just ended up capping while trying to fix his micro. So here we go. Let's see. Let's. I'm gonna put in the axis of the. I mean the perspective of the allied player. Is he gonna launch immediately? Can he launch immediately?
I think he's waiting for the breakout fleet focus, but he does have the supremacy anyway.
Yeah, he does. He could launch. He can launch. I think he's right now just focusing. I think he's focusing on getting some things and not just putting all of his eggs in one basket. I was about to say begs in one basket. Keep in mind, guys, that doing this is actually not bad. It just uses your stats of your field marshal. Putting 51 on one general, it just uses the stats of the field marshal. Just FYI. And is he launching? He's focusing on getting the front line first. This is a lot more contested. As you can see, the allied player this time has a lot of his division and he's microing more properly. He's not doing a front line order. He's just microing, actually. This is some pretty nice micro. Does he now notice that his opponent has no fighters? Okay, does he stop building fighters? No, he keeps building fighters. Giga Chad. He's now losing fighters and airplanes. I guess the fighters are tanking for the cast, Copium. And yeah, look, this is what I expected to see last match. You can see the allied player is pressing and pushing. There's 8 divisions that the Axis player just doesn't have. And I think right now the micro that the Axis player is being put under, he's just completely forgetting about his 8 divisions that he can launch right now. Does he go for it?
I don't know if it's just because he's forgetting about it or if he's tunnel vision, like looking specifically at the push on the eastern side. Because it's getting really bad at Frankfurt. There's a potential for him getting encircled by in 2 different spots for 4 divisions.
Yeah. This could be really bad. Oh, now he launches. He launches.
Encirclement. Oh no, this could be bad because now he's gonna be really tunnel vision on watching the eastern side. The allied player is, so Muhammad needs to be careful.
He needs to react. Let's see how he reacts to this. The divisions are out. He doesn't know. He's still microing here. He's still microing. He has nothing in the port. There's 8.
His division got raided though.
Oh, he knows. He knows. He should know now. He should know now. He should know. He's seeing it twice. You're seeing it twice. You should know. He should know. He's not responding though. He has 6 divisions. He can start deploying right now. He needs to respond. By the way, that encircled division's still surviving somehow.
Convoys are going to continue to get intercepted though.
And then they come to Dieppe. How does he respond? They are landing in 21 hours. Muhammad is not responding. And oh, there he is. He's started deploying 4 divisions. Only 2 of the Axis have landed so far. The rest are
got
stuck.
held hostage by subs.
There you go.
He's not moving the division from me on. Please, bro, move the divisions from me on. The fact that these divisions are landing or being allowed to land is insane to me.
Yeah, and now he has a port. What?
It's actually landing. That's insane.
He has a port. The Axis has a port. Now he's doing the same thing.
Oh, the bad encirclement in the north, though. Unfortunately, he got 3 divisions killed. I can see why he's not responding as fast as he is. He's last standing everywhere now.
And he just burnt.
Take Paris.
He's not able to take Paris. Yeah, this is not going to be a cap. You can see not even less than 10% towards capitulation. The cheese is not working this time. And it's the allied player that's actually counter playing.
You have to also remember that the division count disparity is fucking insane. It's 56 divisions to 34.
I like how Flojo is talking like he would actually do better than the top 2 players. Flojo moment. Yeah, bro. Microing this front is actually a lot of micro. If you haven't played this before, microing this front is a lot. It's not like he's not responding. It's more like he doesn't have enough hands. But no,
like, I can't believe they have such slow reaction.
I would have at least I would have at least seen the invasion. I mean, he saw the invasion too, and he reacted, and he's now countering it. But
I mean,
not only is he countering it, he's also pushing really hard on the Axis player.
This is certainly a lot more of an explosive game than I anticipated. Like Sub-Zero's fucked. Like his front's about to collapse.
Yeah. I mean, he reacted. He didn't put on
good
Dieppe.
encirclement here though. There's a chance he could do a miracle comeback, but he's still gonna be outnumbered by an unbelievable amount.
Yeah, and that's a huge encirclement. Six division encirclement. I would love to see Sub-Zero. Oh, they just got broken out. They just got broken out. The casualties is now quite even. Axis player taking more. Allied player is not moving his air right now. He's really focused on finishing this encirclement. Now going for the encirclement. That's one division without org. That's one division without org. He can go for it. No, they're moving. They're retreating, strategically retreating. And now Magdeburg is going to fall to the hand of the Axis. That is going to be some more. Actually, no, that is not its own state. So it's not factories falling. And Axis player is trying to respond, trying to make another front line. He's still also holding in the northern part of France and Normandy. He's still holding there. But he is both players have percentage towards capitulation, funnily enough. He needs to rehold. He needs to hold. And now he's again near Weimar.
Oh no, he's starting to get pinned. He can't pin the people at Leipzig.
He's actually so close to getting encircled now.
Ooh,
Just needs so close to getting the encirclement, but no, he has a lot. And no, 5 divisions now encircled. Counter encirclement from the Axis player. This is getting really insane. They're doing a last stand, really quick hands on the side of the Allied player. Mohammed, very quick hands, putting them into a different division, assigning them a different general, and now holding. But he's continuing his push to Lubeck, and he's now bringing more. Instead of pushing them out of Normandy, he just brings back more troops here because he smells blood. He's just gonna try to go for the kill. Those 5 divisions still trying to hold. Mohammed trying to break them out. Patton wounded, and now there's nothing in Berlin. Sub-Zero's trying to get his troops out in Berlin.
He's getting encircled, but there's gonna be an encirclement in an encirclement.
This is crazy. What are we watching? And the divisions are now falling now that the last stand is wearing off. The divisions for the Allied players losing. That's 3 down. The last standing once again, though, to stop that. Berlin now 1 tile away. Sub-Zero needs to move, but he's afraid that if he does move, that he can get counter encirclement. The encirclement in the encirclement. He's now putting everything on force attack. Not sure if that's the play with minus 3k, but I guess what else are you going to do? And that's it. Those are the 5 divisions down. We're looking at the Allied player now has 50%, 50 more casualties. Axis player down to 20 factories right now. And he is 50% towards capitulation. If Berlin falls, this could be just the end for the Axis player.
Steiner's counterattack will bring everything back, though. I have full faith.
Oh my
Trust
god.
The plan.
If he can get out of this, that'd be insane. If he can get out of this.
Trust the plan. The North will fall. It will encircle
I
everything
feel like
at Hamburg. The Germans will win.
I feel like he has to get these 6 divisions out of Normandy and just bring them to Wellman's Heaven and try to do a counterplay. What do you think?
I think that's the right play, yeah.
Oh my god. But both players low on equipment. Are both players low on manpower? Yeah, both players low on equipment and manpower. You know, we've seen players come back from positions like this, surprisingly enough. Throwback to Christoph's match against, I forget who it was. I think it was like Nur or Segel or Kachlak. I forget who it was. But we've seen players come back out of this position. You just need to get a lot of encirclements. This is so insane. They need to get a lot of encirclements. The comeback for the Axis player, he's doing a final last stand on Berlin. And if he's able to get big encirclements, he can actually turn this back. Because the Allied player is also low on resources. I think the reason why he's staying in the north here is because he's denying the factories in Dieppe. So I believe, I could be wrong here, I believe the factories, yeah, they are. The factories in Dieppe in Normandy are based in Dieppe. So as long as the Axis player holds that tile, he's denying the factories of the Allied player. And you can actually see that they are so close on factories. What is this? 31 mils to the Axis player despite having this to 36 of the Allied player. So maybe moving out of Normandy is not the play. And another encirclement. That's another encirclement. There is actually a comeback. The hold in Normandy is actually the play. He's denying 15 factories from the Allied player. The Allied player right now has 15 factories that he's not getting. Axis player now got Lubeck back, so now he's getting access to those factories. That's 18 factories right here.
That's a surprising amount of factories that he actually fucked him out of.
Yeah, that is a bit of an RNG aspect. Let's see how many factories that is, just to be exact here. Stuck on this. Let's see. It's 5 mills, 5 civs, 5 dockyards that he's denying from Mohammed. So not the best.
For the record,
RNG.
Hamburg counts as encircled.
Oh, another encirclement. Another encirclement.
What is happening? Why is he? I
don't know.
Steiner's counterattack?
Steiner's counterattack is actually real.
Could it be?
Steiner's counterattack is actually so real.
We are so back. Axis bros, we are so back. He has a province with 10 guys. Don't listen. Trust the plan. Trust the plan.
Don't ignore our Arctic. He's like a 15-year-old. He never played this. He doesn't know. Please, guys. We have caster advantage. We have caster advantage here. Mohammed definitely still in a leading position, but look, how is this possible? I was like, man, he only has Berlin left. There's no way he's not getting outproduced. But there is only it's getting higher, right? Because, well, actually, he's not building any factories. He's just repairing stuff. But it's only an 8 factory advantage. 8 factories is still something, but it's not as big as you'd think. It's not as big as you think. Axis player needs to try to get maybe another state. If you go for Von Poppen, there's only 3 factories there, so I don't know. He doesn't know that. Hamburg is free. They got out of the encirclement, so that is encirclement out there. But the Axis player is going for 7 divisions. The pin is happening. Allied player is doing a pin, and he actually might even win that battle in the forest here south of Berlin.
There's no way. There's no way. Steiner's counteroffensive might bring it back. We might be so back.
And he retreats. So
oh my god, another encirclement outside of Berlin. It really was part of the plan.
Oh my god, another 2 encirclements, another 2 divisions, and now the loss is getting more and more stark. It's 120k losses more for the Allied player. Mohammed has to be careful. He breaks out of the encirclement, but now he can potentially get even more encircled if he's not careful. Yeah, he got even more encircled. He needs to break out of this encirclement.
Like
Axis player is not paying attention. He is now. And funnily enough, it's the Allied player that has strength issues, not the Axis player.
He's out of manpower. He's been out of manpower for a while. He's only now starting to get into the positive. Mohammed is.
Oh
I can't believe
God.
it.
9
this
divisions.
Is what Steiner could have done if he was given the right resources.
9 divisions encircled now. 9 divisions.
He continues to kill divisions, but more keep coming up.
10 divisions.
Mordor. Oh no! Now the divisions got encircled in the west. Steiner, no! Steiner.
Oh, Steiner, no! He's losing 4 divisions. He's not putting up a last stand. They're still pushing out. That's not good.
Steiner.
Oh, 4 divisions counter encircled.
Wait.
The Allied 10 divisions, though, still he needs to put them on a different general and last stand them. I think he might be out of command power. I think both players are actually out of command power. Yeah, they are both using it, but that's 10 divisions that are about to die. There's no way he saves these 7 divisions. There's no way. Actually, no way.
It is not looking good, Allied bros.
It's not looking good. Still holding in there. Keep in mind that the Allied... there's still so much time. The Allied player has... The Axis player has 323 days to go get Frankfurt... at least 2 of Frankfurt, Cologne, and Amsterdam. And now the tank is out. The tank is out. And now, finally, Mohammed is fixing his manpower. Maybe he needed to get these guys out of Normandy. Getting rejected 10 factories is actually quite impactful. Those are 10 factories that he just doesn't have access to. Keep in mind, though, now that Lubeck has fallen, that's 15 mills that he just lost now. Now the mill production is become double for the allied player. He needs to get Lubeck back. Holding Lubeck was quite important. And now he's focusing on trying to get this encirclement. They're last standing. They're all gonna die here. They all die. They're dead. They're dead. Now the Battle of Berlin commences going back. But he needs to get some states back. He needs to at least get Lubeck back. That's 15 mils. That's 15 mils if he can get Lubeck. And he notices it. He knows this. He knows this.
No. Oh no. Oh
He's
no.
going
There,
for
there
Lubeck.
could be a massive encirclement right now. If you look at south at Rostock, he's pushing in, and then there's the divisions that are all way too like it's just a salient right now.
He's trying to
He's
get
gonna-
Lubeck.
oh,
He's trying to
no.
get Lubeck. If he gets the
Oh,
city
no.
Lubeck, he got 15 factories again.
No.
But
No.
it's-
No. Steiner's counteroffensive yet again. Steiner's no.
The counter encirclement of the encirclement. What is going on? Okay, no, he breaks
no.
out. He breaks out. He breaks out. He breaks out. But
Oh no. If he attacks west at Magdeburg, he could still do it.
our Arctic, dude. If you write in all chat, Moobot will. If you all caps, Moobot will mute you. Just a fair warning. But yeah, now Lubeck is holding. I think Mohammed is realizing the importance of holding Lubeck. But the Axis player needs to get access to another. Axis player needs to get access to more states because right now he's getting
Rostock is
outproduced.
back.
Oh, Rostock is
now
back.
back in their control. It's a bunch of factories for now.
So wait, is it Rostock, the city, that gives it, or is it Lubeck? I think it's actually Rostock.
It's just based on percentage control. With the current tiles, it's enough.
Okay,
Barely.
there you go. And now the front line is readjusting. Mohammed needs to just chill out here, I think. You know, he should. The thing is, he's not even outproducing that much. He's really not. It's only a 5 mil advantage. It's literally only a 5 mil advantage for the allied player just because he's being denied in Normandy. The divisions just standing in Normandy are actually having such a big impact. I was wrong. I thought like, maybe he can send them back, try to do a counter encirclement. But the denying of factories is actually having such a huge impact.
Funny enough, they have metals as well.
Yeah, there's resources in Normandy too. Steel, chromium, tungsten, rubber, oil, aluminum. He needs to get this. He needs to finish this encirclement. Like, kill this one division and then maybe try to push him out of here. Something. I don't know. Like, this is also holding divisions of his. It's denying him factories. It's denying him resources. The resources isn't as big of a deal, though, as he does hold the 3 victory points. He right now holds Amsterdam, Cologne, and Frankfurt, which all have resources. Strategic resources on them.
Oh no.
What happened now?
Oh,
Another division
Hamburg,
encircled?
bros. He's not reinforcing though. Got really unlucky. He should get this encirclement, but he got fucked because none of the divisions reinforced.
Does he have radios? The quick check, radios check, radios check. He doesn't have radios. This is why he lost, guys. This is why. Remember, guys, radios is a very important tech. You didn't if you don't want to get reinforced memed, get radios. The Axis player is not researching anything right now. So focused on the micro right now. This back and forth micro. Both players' hands must be hurting after this intense back and forth. And it's the
Numbers have considerably tightened, by the way. It's now they're almost 1-to-1 on division count now. I actually think Steiner's counteroffensive actually might be a win.
Yeah, it's the allies that are being pushed back now, west.
I actually think he's gonna win. I'm like fairly sure he's gonna win. Kind of incredible, actually.
He's getting back his states. And you know what? Now that he's getting back his states, the allied player is actually the one that is in disadvantage on factories.
Oh shit. Might get encircled. 8 divisions might get encircled.
Oh, Hanover. He has to be careful. He's noticing the encirclement.
No, he can still get 4 right now, though. Ooh. Oh, last stand.
Last stand. Yeah, he's fine. He's now trying to go for another one near Hanover. And holding. Oh, 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 oh.
No, he should
Oh,
get out.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, all right.
He should be fine. Well, he's not pinning
Oh,
them though. He's
again,
getting the ring
again. Oh,
circled.
okay, okay,
Yeah, he
again,
gets out.
again. But it's actually the allies player that is encircled in Hanover. Uh-oh. Each encirclement, the Axis player gets a bigger advantage. Keep in mind that the allied player now is at a factory disadvantage. Even the... Oh, no. Something just happened. He lost something. Oh, Hanover. Hanover is being denied from the Axis player. That's 18 factories. But once he kills this division in Hanover, he will...
That's another dead.
Once again.
A division dead.
Let's see the count of divisions real quick. It's 31 to 34. Allied player having a 3 advantage.
Make a mental note as well about how effective the specific decision by Sub-Zero is to go left side Italy. I told you before about how commando is really advantageous if you do no air builds, and you could see a lot of it now. He went the camouflage expert perk, so he's taking 50% less air superiority or enemy casts.
Yeah, that's actually really significant when you don't have casts. What's
huge.
surprising me is... Okay, he stopped building fighters. Thank you,
I mean,
you.
his general is really good. Like, just looking at the stats, like, he's got an infantry leader, he's got ranger, he's got infantry expert. Like, this is a really good general. What about his field marshal?
This is
Balbo's
so
not very
many,
good.
so many stats. Is the allied player still using his field marshal? No, he's not. He did the thing where you do the garrison order. So Patton's got all of his buffs. Sub-Zero's now researching stuff, finally. And again, Axis player has the factory advantage. Because he's still denying Normandy. Because he's still denying Normandy, the Axis player still has advantage. And surprisingly, it's the Allied player now doing another offensive, trying to push him out of Munster. This is neutral territory, though.
Honestly, now that I've seen him reestablish a very solid line, he's equaled the numbers out considerably. I'd do a very risky play if I was him. Take 60 the good infantry, maybe even more, and go all in on Dieppe. Move all the divisions in there and go for the cap, because I think that is such a huge vulnerability where if he was able to get more numbers there, I think he could easily take Paris. And then he's just fucked.
Yeah.
It's not that the approach that he's doing right now isn't working per se, but I feel like given the situation, it's really easily accomplishable. To move divisions over.
He's gonna get his 5 divisions encircled. 5 divisions are about to get encircled. He's trying to last stand though, and also strategic. No, okay, so close. He was so close to getting 5 divisions encircled. And they're holding. The Axis player now has 236 days to either get Cologne, Frankfurt, or Amsterdam, 2 of the 3. And again.
Oh no.
The 18 factories being denied.
No. Just pin attack him, bro. Just pin attack him. You're just way too fruity. Oh no. Hopefully they all reinforce at the same time. Okay, they did. He's fine.
Does he have naval superiority? I don't think he has. I don't think... Yeah, allied player doesn't have naval superiority, so he can't launch his own invasion onto, Lubeck to deny Lubeck. And honestly, denying Lubeck is more important. Oh, he's going now, finally. Okay, allied player is finally doing the push for Le Havre. Is he going to get it, though?
I'd be surprised if he can win.
He's pushing into a city tile and crossing on a river. Probably what he needs to do is go on
move
here.
If he moves the division from the tile where there's 3, he should be fine.
Yeah, if he goes from the plain tile and attacks from the plain, but right now he's pushing into a city tile and crossing a river. I'm not sure if the Axe player just reacts. There's no chance that he loses that. But you know, that one tile, if he's able to get that one tile, that could be enough, and he's actually force attacking. And now he's putting it on another division so he can pin if the Axe player tries to reinforce. Smart play by Mohammed.
Yeah, well, if he takes that city, he'll get control back of the state.
That's 19 factories that he will get. 18 factories. Oh, draft
Actually, a
dodging.
considerable. It's a chunk of his industry as well.
Yeah.
Draft dodging is a big deal, by the way, because he's already struggling for manpower. If there's a lot of action again, it could be very problematic.
There you go. He got the state back, and now, it's funny enough, it's the Axis player that has the advantage right now in terms of industry. Both players are going for their Civ focuses now. But yeah, now it's now up to Mohammed to hold for 215 days.
The opportunity was lost. I'm sorry for cutting you off. It's just that I do wish that he had moved divisions over into Normandy to prevent what's going on right now. I think you could agree with me that this constitutes a huge disadvantage by him losing the city. He's going to end up losing divisions here in a second.
Five division encirclement. Is he not paying attention?
Oh, no.
5 divisions encircled. Oh, my God,
he was tunnel vision too much at Normandy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was tunnel vision too much at Normandy.
You didn't even see it. Oh no, 5 divisions encircled.
No.
This is actually he needs to fall back again.
The worst part is he's last standing too, which is not going to be enough for now. He's just taking massive strength damage because the space soft attack is high enough. Oh no, no. Look at Castle, look at Castle. He might lose the tank. There's literally like a pin as well. Oh no, he's not going to be able to take the tile with the 4 divisions. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna go the way he thinks it will. No. Oh no.
Wait. Is he gonna break out the encirclement?
There's a tank. No, there's the tank division. It's over.
It's
over.
Another 2.
It'll be very, very hard to get out of this. It's still doable because he has the 3 divisions that are south.
To be fair, there's 8 Axis divisions that are encircled right now that he killed already 2 of. If he can kill those and then bring those 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 divisions in the front line, he could balance out the numbers.
He could save the divisions, the 6 divisions that are at Normandy by just walking into the city. He could literally do that right now.
I think both players are really focused. Both players are really focused on this counter encirclement.
I mean, the tank dying is a very big deal.
Yeah, it's a really huge deal. Of course, he wasn't able to resupply that tank, but it was having some kind of impact.
He's no longer equal in division count. He's actually leading in division count. Even if you kill the divisions in Normandy and remove it from the pool, he's still leading. So he was already outnumbered earlier by like 20 divisions, and now he is ahead. That's from the position that he's in. He has been able to recover so fucking much. It's like genuinely really impressive.
I can't believe what we're watching, dude. Everyone in chat was saying, "Oh, fake hype, fake hype."
I said trust the plan.
There was like 2 people. There was like 2 people saying that.
I said trust the plan. Trust the plan. Steiner said bait him in. He said bait him into the core land. Our people will rise up and destroy the invaders.
He needs to redeploy. He's tunnel evading. Mohammed, you need to deploy. What is he doing? No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do this. Don't do this. It's not going to work. Oh my God. Do you see what he's doing?
I see what he's doing. And
Axis player ready immediately noticed.
At the same time.
Immediately the Axis player noticed. There's no way this is going to work. There's no way this is going to work.
If he wanted to do this, he could have just built a port onto the 2 tiles in the very north by Kiel.
He's going for the cap play, but you're just going to get encircled. You're going to get encircled before you can re-strength. Oh no, this is disaster.
Copium. No, there's a chance. I give it a 5% chance.
He has the red supply already. There's no way.
No way.
He needs to get to a port, which is like miles away.
How fast do the divisions move? They move 1.6 because they have no supply connection to the network.
And he's slowed himself even more.
Maybe. No, there's divisions in Berlin though.
Yeah, Axis player is responding to this. He knows if he kills this, this attack, it's over.
Oh, he moved every division off the front line. That's tremendously based.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? The guy moved everything to try to cap you. Move everything to stop this.
Meanwhile, Paris got taken in the chaos.
Wait, the divisions in Normandy went to Paris?
Yeah, they went on the Great March.
What? What is going on?
It's a fucking clown car.
What?
I don't know. Shit's just flying everywhere. Who knows what's happening at this point? People are dying everywhere. And all divisions, everyone is pocketed somehow.
What the? Funny thing is, if he can get manpower on the allies, If he goes service by requirement, he has the guns. He has 30k guns. So
My
you can
God,
deploy a bunch of divisions out.
trust in the plan. Trust in the plan, Axis Bros. Trust.
He actually can pump them out. He actually can. This is actually funny. He just needs manpower and he can bring out a bunch more divisions. But now the divisions in France are moving. Yeah, I think
I
it's
think
over.
the U.S. can
It's
bring it
GG.
back.
As he called it. This was insane. That's it.
I'm satiated. That was a banger.
Thumb 0-1. This now ties Thumb 0 and Muhammad. Muhammad was a rank 1 player here, and Thumb 0 was the rank 2 player. And now they are tied. They are now tied for the first place position. They will play each other later today. That will probably be our last match of today, watching them play again. But first we have one more match to watch. Yeah, wow.
I do be like that sometimes, guys. I think we can walk away knowing that in the end, you should always trust the plan.
I mean, the people in chat saying that it was over.
I mean,
this is definitely the match of the week. This is definitely the match of the week. Unless
his division stats were really good when he was at his core lane, so I'm not surprised with the way things panned out. He microed it really well to make sure he had a chance, but even so, that was really well played. Actually,
that was amazingly played.